Hmm. Oh, let's see. Only a few more days. Tell you what, though, took off work for Friday so I could be up 4 a.m. Gonna start my live stream right away. Can't wait. Alright, I'm gonna leave it on that screen. Actually, no, man. I'm gonna be probably playing Dark Zone most of the time. Once I get, Actually, yeah, the one thing I was really interested in was the perks area. The perks area is great. It can help you level up faster. Or no, not perk. Or was that? Yeah, that was perks. They called it abilities though, or something like that. Even though it says on the tab, it says perks, which is funny. Let's see. I want to see that Ashes video. No, actually, did you catch those live action ones? They're pretty cool. Those live action videos that they did. I think Rocket Jump did one, and I'm not a big fan of Rocket Jump. I mean, when I think of Rocket Jump, I think of Halo. I don't know if anybody remembers that. You remember that, man? Back in Halo? I don't know if you played Xbox. Nah, come on. But yeah, I'm hoping. I know it. I definitely know I'm going down the healing skill tree and the EMT or EMP, whatever. One that shows all your enemies and stuff, and you can get damage buffs by doing that tree and some other shit. I tried to find a nice list of um what are they called? A nice list of all the skill trees, and they're not really detailed because when you break into a skill tree, you actually have alternate versions of the skill in each one of them as you go down the list. I think there's a couple of videos on it on YouTube you could definitely find for sure. But yeah, a few more days. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be up. I'm definitely gonna be up at 4 a.m. ready to start my live stream. I think they might still be giving out codes on Instagram. I don't even know why it's on Instagram. I mean, Why not Twitter or Facebook or any other social media that would actually, get more people? Which is weird. I mean, people use Instagram, don't get me wrong, but you can get a lot more users from Facebook alone. But yeah, ask questions, anyone, if they have any. You know what I'm still hoping for? I'm hoping that some companies are going to start doing what I've been suggesting and making separate versions of the game itself, and do an Xbox version, and then wait 3 months, and then PlayStation gets their version, so we can no longer have to deal with, how garbage shitbox is in their console. So we can actually get graphics and gameplay that we want. Mine is having to deal with the super watered down downgrade versions that we all have to receive because of Xbox. But yeah, I was not happy with the gameplay. Actually, if you go check out Angry Joe's 1 hour gameplay, you can actually see he's playing on a shitbox, and oh my gosh, it looks terrible, absolutely terrible. And I don't know. I was hoping it was going to be way better. I mean, the gameplay and the game itself, awesome, awesome gameplay. Can't wait. We're only 2 days away. Shitbox is starting their stuff tomorrow, which I would love to know how much Microsoft paid Ubisoft to be able to sit there and have an extra day. Because I know they paid for that shit. There's no way that they're gonna let them do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I think it's so funny how hard Xbox is trying to keep I don't know, a good gross income from their players. But yeah, I definitely suggest checking out some of the videos they have up already. I've already checked out the seriously. Honestly, right now, this is all I can do. I actually get an error code for Delta, and it's been this. Actually, I think last night it was 7 instead of 9. I could be wrong though. But right now it's just giving us this. I'm definitely gonna be up when they do this at 4 a.m. We'll be ready. Sucks to be Central Time though. I would 1 p.m. I mean, that's serious. But right now I'm leaving it on this page because this is actually like the most informational page you can have when you're doing the beta. But I am answering questions for people. I've already seen tons of gameplay. I am not happy with the graphics in this game compared to the E3 version. And actually, a lot of people don't know this. The E3 version that people did see was all done. Like, that was stuff people had set up. That was just a video that was played off of PC. And they literally just had people standing on the stage with controllers pretending that they're playing. And it was just a PC background or a PC video in the background from on above the stage. And they were just doing that. But I'm hoping these graphics are going to look nicer on PlayStation because so far the only thing I have seen for gameplay wise is done on Shitbox. And let's be honest, Shitbox is terrible. I mean, their console barely functions as it is. So. But we will see. We will see. I know that there is still some factions that we haven't seen. There's still a lot of debate on how much story there is that's, not just done in New York. Oh man, they actually I was just on Twitter the other day, dude, and some guy commented, or on YouTube, one of the two, and he commented, "Oh, so you guys are pulling another Watch Dogs," and I was like, that's the perfect way to describe what they're doing. They're pulling another Watch Dogs, which I thought was super funny, and I was just like, and I actually went on their Twitter page later that day, and I was like, I love how I found somebody saying that you guys pulled another Watch Dogs, quote unquote. And if you go look at some of the gameplay videos of Watch Dogs, there's one video that really made me laugh. It was a guy washing a window, and there was just no marks on the window. There was nothing, and it was just like next gen window washing. It was great. But I think the one thing I do want to do in this game is the crafting system. You can make some wicked stuff. There are pistols that are just as good as some of your primaries. And don't forget about your Agent Origins code when the game does release. You get those 4 free outfits: the police officer, the EMT, the firefighter, and the hunter, which everyone is so excited for the hunter, which makes no sense. It's basically like a brownish color with white, and it doesn't even look urban. So I don't know why people are excited. I actually personally like the EMT one. The EMT one looked super dope. It was a nice blue. I think there was a little bit of white, black, and I know that the pants are interchangeable. I don't know if the shoes. I don't know if you changed the actual shoes on your guy. I don't remember that. I'm actually probably gonna look at that later tonight. But the one thing I was super excited for was that crafting system, and it's simple. It's a very simple crafting system. It's not difficult, and it's just like any other RPG. You have green, blue, purple, and orange. So now I did have one guy talk to me yesterday. He's like, so is loot better in Dark Zones? And it's not that it's better, you have a better chance. And I think what you do get out of it could be, and it could be anything. It could be cosmetic, it could be weapons, it could be pistols, anything. It could be even crafting materials. But for right now, everything is kind of just a one big question, and I'm really hoping that they're gonna release updates. I know PC is gonna get their game much later, which is weird considering that PC is starting the same day as PlayStation is for beta testing, while Shitbox is starting on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Again, I would love to know how much they got paid to do that. I know that they put out a nice little pity penny for Ubisoft. Those bastards. But yeah, if anyone wants to know something, ask away. And most of the questions that people will ask, there is videos up. There's tons. I think I even saw a video up today saying 5 reasons why Division is bad, and it's not that the gameplay is bad. I think the gameplay in this game is absolutely tremendous. It's great. Great gameplay. But it's just a downright graphics downgrade that we did get that's just totally killing the game. And I don't even think it's PlayStation or console's fault. I do want to blame Xbox though. I think if Xbox just stopped using Windows, their games would be able to run so much better. Because a lot of their games do have to be ran on 720p. And if you actually look at Watch Dogs from Ubisoft, it actually says 900 for the Xbox, 1080 for PlayStation, and I think you can go in 4K for PC. Probably a couple mod packs that you can get on PC as well for Watch Dogs. But I'm hoping to see something that's gonna, really pull me towards this game, because in the very beginning of the video that Angry Joe did, you actually go on to see that he walks past these two NPCs or three NPCs right in the beginning, and they're talking, and their mouths aren't even moving. Like, it's so tremendously lazy, it's stupid. So, oh man, I saw Uncharted 4. I looked at that game, and I am an Uncharted fan. Naughty Dog does a great job on it. I'm I'm actually pretty happy with that game. That game looks sexy as fuck. And there's even some beta stuff that people got to do at E3, and the graphics were tremendous. I actually had a friend of mine who got to go and try it out, and he said it was gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. I'm surprised they didn't add like some kind of menu music for this beta stuff right here. I know a lot of people are wanting to see gameplay right now, and look, I mean, I'm on the same boat. I want to see gameplay. I want to play the game, but we can't till uh, Friday at 4 a.m. for Pacific time. But I do know this game is probably going to be, a good game that I do want to see and play. But I'm at that point where the beta is going to be my decision making, because the gameplay is great. I don't know. After seeing how much of the graphics they downgraded, I think they took out like 3 out of the 5 things that made Snowdrop engine. I think it was dynamic lighting. Um, what was it? Environmental destruction. Yeah, Central. I couldn't believe it was 1 p.m. Central time. That's insane. But yeah, I've learned from some of the older videos, the only thing that's actually destroyable in the Division is glass, cars, and you can't even, when you open and close those doors. You know, now are we talking 2016 or 2015 for Game of the Year? Because this year, I'm pretty sure we still have For Honor coming out by Ubisoft. We also have Battlefield 5, Kingdom Hearts 3. I hope. I'm hoping that's going to come out this year. And we have, there's another game. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is coming out this year. Hey, what's going on? Uh, to... Yeah, how now? But, I don't know if anyone's seen anything on No Man's Sky. I'm actually pretty excited for that game. They had another video up last year. It talked about how, like, every planet you go to has environmental destruction. And that game ran so smooth. I mean, it was insane. This guy literally went from, like, a whole other galaxy, or solar system, I should say, and fucking like seconds. It is insane, absolutely insane. And I believe whenever you discover a planet and you're the first person to discover it, your name is literally labeled on that planet, showing that you were the first person to find this. What things you found there. Even if someone else came onto that planet and they found something you didn't, their name would be shown on something on that planet. It's cool. But yeah, right now Division is Division is the talk of the town, and I'm interested to see how it's gonna be. I know I have it paid off, pre-ordered, but after this beta, when I play this, is definitely gonna be, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna buy this? Am I gonna like it? But anybody want to know something about it? You guys have probably all seen videos. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably only gonna be on for maybe about another 10, 20 minutes. I want to know what the other factions are. I know there's like 3 other factions that we have yet to see. I think you can have a max number of 4 to 5 people in your group. There is no clan system, so you can't like go in and create like a clan where you can have up to like 100 members. There's none of that. They haven't talked about that at all. Actually, I don't even think there's going to be one. I hope they do eventually do one though. I would like to see a clan system. I know they're still doing that whole use your iPad thing so you can have that little droid follow you, and the droid's actually pretty dope. He can spot people. He can he can blow up buildings. I remember in one of the videos that they had up for the little drone, he like shot out a rocket, took out like half this building, and your teammates like jumped across onto the other building, took out like 5 of the guys. The bot like healed them all, and this, it's an actual player using this little drone. So you can do that. I think that actually is your 5th member, but I think you can have up to like actual 5 people, or it's just 4. It's either 4 or 5. I know it's no more than that. Actually, there's talk about playing by yourself. Like in the dark zone, yeah. Granted, when you go into the dark zone and you run as a rogue player, and rogue players are only acquired by shooting real other players. But there's this whole thing where like when you're in the dark zone, you only have to worry about yourself. You can find good loot just from chests that are in the area. Granted, they might be surrounded by enemies, and I know dark zone enemies are not to be fucked with. I mean, there's more than a few videos up already on YouTube that show people going into the dark zones, and these NPCs have skulls over their head because they're just so strong. They have tons of armor, and you go down on like 3 or 4 shots. But there's this area where, or an instance where you can, go through just yourself looking for loot in chests and not just off of enemies and stuff like that. And you can still get quarantined items and, get them into the helipad area and shipped off to your main base and used later. But playing alone isn't necessarily bad in this game. And you can do your own thing. You don't have to be with a group. I'm probably going to be one of those people that play by themselves when people are offline, because I will have my live stream up. So I'm actually interested to see how well someone can do by themselves. Is the one thing I want to know, is there more enemies when you go into a mission? Is there less enemies? Are they more difficult? Do they take more damage? Stuff like that. And I know there's perks that will do that for you, or talents. Even your weapons have talents where, like, if you get headshots, they do 10% more damage with this weapon. Stuff like that. Oh, another thing to keep in mind is that there is social areas. There's areas that you can actually go and see other players running around, doing their own thing, and you actually can ask them to join up with you if you don't want to play alone. You don't have anybody on. So there is that. Just throwing that out there. Right now, GameStop is out of beta codes. I know there's Amazon and buying it from Ubisoft themselves. I had a friend of mine who bought it from PlayStation Store. They're having some problems with it because I know he didn't get his code. He has a receipt and everything. But yeah. But I'm actually gonna sign off of here, guys. I'll be back on later, so hopefully I'll see you guys on. But for now, peace.